Imagine being a calm harbor in the stormy seas of life, where no turmoil can reach you. This is the strength you gain by cultivating good judgment and emotional resilience. Inspired by the 10 key principles of Stoicism, this video will teach you how to maintain inner peace no matter what happens around you. Why is it important to differentiate between controlling our thoughts and not being able to control external events? As Epictetus said, some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us. Inner peace comes from focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, using wisdom and willpower. Outcomes are often beyond our control, but we can always choose our perspective and reaction. The main lesson is that true happiness comes from virtue, not chasing temporary desires. Our judgments give meaning to events. By facing hardships, we shed our weaknesses and reveal our true selves. Living in harmony with the universe allows life to flow without internal conflict. Join us in today's video as we explore the 10 Stoic principles to stay calm and let Epictetus's philosophy guide you to inner peace, no matter the external chaos. Watch until the end, because just one of these principles might change your life forever. Number 1. Firm purposes. Imagine facing life's challenges with unwavering determination, like a seasoned sailor navigating through a storm. This is the essence of having a firm purpose, a concept deeply rooted in Stoicism. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once asserted that difficulties reveal a person's character and that the glory in overcoming these difficulties is immense. It's not just a philosophy, it's a call to action. When you have a clear understanding of your goals, the world around you seems to shrink, turning colossal challenges into manageable steps. This inner strength you cultivate is undefeatable. A firm purpose isn't something you stumble upon by chance. It's crafted from moments of deep reflection on what truly matters to you. This goes beyond career goals or personal achievements. It encompasses the principles and values you wish to dedicate your life to. Consider this: you're sitting in a quiet room, away from the hustle and bustle of daily life. You close your eyes and think deeply about what truly matters to you. Not the material things or fleeting desires, but the core values and principles that define who you are. This is the first step in discovering your firm purpose. Once this purpose is ingrained in your heart, the next step is to protect and nurture it with diligence. Imagine your purpose as a precious seed. You need to water it, protect it from harsh weather, and give it time to grow. This requires perseverance and steadfast commitment. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard, and staying true to your goals. This is how you build inner strength and resilience. A firm purpose is like a beacon in the night, not just a guiding light, but also a solid anchor for your soul when life's whirlwinds try to sweep you away. Think of the Stoic sage, standing firm like a rock while the waves crash around him. His purpose keeps him grounded. This is the mental strength that Stoicism encourages us to develop. When you have a firm purpose, you're not easily swayed by external circumstances. Instead, you remain focused and resilient, knowing that your goals are worth the effort and struggle. Now picture yourself in a challenging situation. Maybe it's a difficult project at work, a personal setback, or a daunting life decision. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you draw strength from your firm purpose. You remind yourself why you're doing this and what you're aiming for. This clarity transforms the challenge into a series of small, manageable steps. You take one step at a time, moving steadily towards your goal. So, take a moment today to reflect on your firm purpose. Write it down, keep it close to your heart, and let it guide you through life's challenges. Remember, just like the skilled pilot who gains reputation from navigating storms, you too will gain strength and wisdom from staying true to your firm purpose. Embrace this Stoic principle, and you'll find that your inner harbor remains calm and peaceful, no matter how turbulent the external world may become. Number 2, would you give your body to a stranger? Let's dive into a thought-provoking question. Would you hand over control of your body to a complete stranger? It sounds absurd, right? Yet we often do something very similar with our minds. This principle, deeply rooted in Stoicism, reminds us to guard our minds with the same vigilance as we would our physical selves. Imagine this scenario. You wouldn't let an unfamiliar, untrustworthy person decide what you eat, how you dress, or where you go. So, why do we so easily let external opinions and stray thoughts hijack our minds? When we allow others' words and judgments to influence us, we're essentially handing over the key to our happiness and peace to strangers. Stoicism teaches us that mind control isn't just a skill, it's an art. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus emphasized that while we can't control external events or others' actions, we can control our reactions and thoughts. This is where our true power lies. Picture this: someone offends you, and your initial reaction is to feel hurt and maybe even retaliate. But what if you paused for a moment and viewed this as an opportunity to strengthen your patience and self-awareness? Instead of letting the offense overwhelm you, you could use it as a tool to cultivate discipline and self-control. To practice this, start with small daily habits, set achievable goals, and work towards them every day to build self-confidence. Focus on living in the present moment and deepening your understanding of your emotions. The more you realize that you have the power to choose your response to any situation, the more resilient you become. Negative emotions and influences will no longer sway you. Think of a skilled baker who dedicates each day to perfecting their craft. This baker doesn't let excessive criticism or praise affect their work. They remain focused on their goal of improving their skills. Over time, this focus not only enhances their baking, but also grants them true freedom and inner peace. They become resilient, gracefully overcoming any external opinions. Consider this: we can't avoid being the subject of gossip and judgment from others, but do those words truly define us? Or is it our resilience and inner peace that ultimately determine who we are? Epictetus believed that we give meaning to every event, and it's our perception that creates our emotional response. This perspective is incredibly empowering. Imagine you're at work and a colleague harshly criticizes your recent project. Instead of feeling crushed or angry, you take a moment to reflect. You recognize that their words don't define your worth. Instead, you see this as a chance to grow and perhaps even improve your work. You choose not to let their opinion control your emotions or actions. This is the essence of Stoicism, maintaining control over your inner self, regardless of external chaos. Let's take another example. You're having a conversation with a close friend, and they make a hurtful comment about a personal decision you've made. Instead of reacting defensively, you take a deep breath and consider their perspective. Maybe their delivery was poor, but their intention might have been to help you see a different viewpoint. By not letting the initial offense dominate your reaction, you open the door to understanding and possibly strengthening your relationship. Living by this principle, you gradually build a fortress of mental resilience. You become like the Stoic sage, unshaken by the storms of external opinions. Your inner peace remains intact because you know that you control your responses and perceptions. As we reflect on this principle, let's commit to being the guardians of our minds. Let's not hand over control to anyone else. By anchoring ourselves in Stoic wisdom, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and inner strength. Remember, just as you wouldn't give your body to a stranger, don't give your mind to one either. Number 3. If someone speaks ill of you. Let's talk about a situation we all face. Someone speaking ill of us. It's tough, isn't it? But Stoicism offers a powerful perspective on handling such moments. As Epictetus, a wise Stoic philosopher, said, "We cannot control the opinions or actions of others, but we can control how we react to them." Think about it this way. Everyone has their perspectives and values, which may not always align with ours. When someone criticizes you, it's natural to feel hurt. But Stoicism teaches us that our emotions are shaped by our thoughts. If we change our perspective, we can change our reaction. Imagine a colleague harshly criticizing your work. Your initial reaction might be anger or sadness. But what if you paused and asked yourself, is this an opportunity to learn and grow? By seeing criticism as feedback, rather than a personal attack, you maintain your composure and even improve your skills. Living undisturbed by others' words starts with a deep understanding of ourselves, knowing our motivations, our values, and why we do what we do. When you're confident in your path, negative words lose their power. It's like having a shield that deflects negativity because you know your worth and purpose. Patience and gentleness are key here. When facing insults or disagreements, patience helps you stay calm, and gentleness helps maintain good relationships, even with those who disagree with you. Remember, it's not about controlling others, but about mastering your own responses. Think of saints and sages throughout history who faced harm and insults with grace. They remained steadfast on their chosen paths, undeterred by negative words. Their resilience was rooted in their deep self-understanding and unwavering commitment to their principles. When someone speaks ill of you, take a moment to breathe and reflect. Ask yourself why their words affect you and whether there's any truth or lesson to be learned. Use it as a chance to reinforce your self-awareness and patience. Incorporating this Stoic principle into your life helps you rise above the pettiness of others' judgments. It's about cultivating a mindset where your peace is not disturbed by external negativity. Remember, true strength comes from within and from how you choose to respond to life's challenges. Number 4, insult and offense. It's a common experience, but Stoicism offers a profound way to handle it. As Epictetus wisely noted, what really frightens and dismays us is not external events themselves, but the way in which we think about them. This means that when someone offends you, it's not their words that hurt you, but how you perceive and react to those words. Imagine you're in a meeting and you share your opinion. Suddenly, a colleague strongly disagrees, perhaps even making it personal. Your immediate reaction might be anger or embarrassment. But what if you paused, took a deep breath, and saw this as a chance to consider another perspective? By doing this, you not only maintain your composure, but also broaden your understanding. Let's think about another scenario. A close friend criticizes a personal decision you've made. Instead of feeling hurt, you take a moment to reflect. Maybe their delivery wasn't perfect, but perhaps their intention was to help you reconsider your choices. By not reacting defensively, you turn the criticism into a growth opportunity. This approach, rooted in Stoicism, helps you transform insults and offenses into stepping stones for personal development. It's about recognizing that the true impact of words depends on your interpretation. When you choose to view criticism as a learning tool, you build resilience and strength. In everyday life, practicing this principle starts with mindfulness. When you feel offended, pause and assess your feelings. Ask yourself why you're hurt and what you can learn from the situation. This self-awareness is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. Remember, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but understanding and managing them. It's about turning challenges into opportunities for growth. By adopting this mindset, you become like a sturdy tree that stands firm despite the wind. When someone insults you, see it as an exercise in patience and self-control. Use it to strengthen your inner resilience. This doesn't mean accepting disrespect, but rather choosing not to let it disturb your peace. Embrace this Stoic principle, and you'll find that insults and offenses lose their power over you. You'll respond with calmness and wisdom, transforming potential conflicts into moments of personal growth. Number 5. Fear and dishonor. Stoicism offers valuable insights on overcoming these feelings. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, teaches us that fear and shame are not caused by external circumstances, but by our perceptions of those circumstances. Imagine a time when you felt trapped by fear or overwhelmed by shame. Perhaps it was a public speaking event, a difficult conversation, or a social media post that didn't get the response you hoped for. These moments can feel paralyzing, but Stoicism teaches us that we are the ones who assign meaning to these events, creating fear and shame within our minds. Think about it. If you place your self-worth in external validation, you open the door to fear and dishonor. On the other hand, if you focus on self-improvement, wisdom, and spiritual freedom, you find an unparalleled sense of peace and strength. Consider a situation where you're hesitant to share your thoughts in a meeting, fearing judgment or rejection. Instead of letting this fear control you, shift your perspective. Recognize that your value isn't tied to others' opinions. Embrace the opportunity to express yourself and grow from the experience, regardless of the outcome. Stoicism teaches us to embrace our emotions with courage and self-control, rather than denying them. Overcoming fear and shame means we no longer allow the opinions and judgments of others to dictate our actions. It's a journey back to ourselves, rediscovering our intrinsic value and the true meaning of our lives. Imagine standing firm in your values, even when faced with criticism or failure. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts and actions, you liberate yourself from the shackles of fear and shame. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, finding strength within and living according to your principles. Epictetus reminds us that happiness comes from within, not from external achievements or approval. By anchoring yourself in this Stoic philosophy, you cultivate a resilience that transforms fear and dishonor into opportunities for growth. So next time you feel the sting of fear or the weight of dishonor, remember that these emotions are within your power to change. Reflect on your values. Embrace your inner strength and let go of the need for external validation. This Stoic approach will help you navigate life's challenges with confidence and peace, turning potential obstacles into steps toward your best self. Number 6, anticipating obstacles. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, taught that by envisioning potential difficulties, we can prepare ourselves to face them calmly and thoughtfully. This isn't about pessimism, but about mental readiness and resilience. Imagine you're planning a big event or project. Instead of hoping everything goes perfectly, Stoicism encourages you to think ahead about what could go wrong. What if the weather turns bad? What if a key participant cancels? By anticipating these obstacles, you can create backup plans and prepare yourself emotionally. Think of a marathon runner. She doesn't just train for perfect conditions. She prepares for rain, injuries, and unexpected hurdles. This mental and physical preparation means that on race day, she's ready for anything. Even if a sudden downpour occurs, she remains calm and focused because she anticipated it and knows how to handle it. This principle of anticipating obstacles helps create a harmony between emotions and logic. Emotionally, it builds a sense of readiness and confidence. Logically, it enhances problem-solving skills and encourages proactive planning. This balance is a hallmark of Stoicism, enabling us to face life's uncertainties with a serene heart and a clear mind. Epictetus said, "Don't consent to be hurt and you won't be hurt." This means that your reaction to obstacles is within your control. By preparing mentally for challenges, you choose not to be overwhelmed when they occur. This perspective opens a path to liberation, showing you a new way to accept and confront difficulties. Imagine you're preparing for an important presentation. Instead of just focusing on delivering it perfectly, you also consider what might go wrong. Technical issues, tough questions, or a critical audience. By anticipating these potential problems, you prepare solutions and practice staying calm under pressure. When the day comes, you're not just hoping for the best, you're ready for anything. Living by this Stoic principle, you learn to see obstacles not as threats, but as opportunities for growth. Every challenge becomes a chance to strengthen your resolve and improve your skills. You're not caught off guard because you've already envisioned and prepared for potential setbacks. When you embark on a new venture, take a moment to anticipate what could go wrong. Prepare mentally and practically for these scenarios. This Stoic approach not only equips you to handle challenges, but also brings peace of mind, knowing you're ready for whatever comes your way. Embrace this principle of anticipating obstacles, and you'll find that life's challenges become less daunting. You'll face each situation with confidence and composure, embodying the Stoic spirit of resilience and wisdom. Number 7, no one can hurt you. This idea, championed by Epictetus, teaches that our response to external events is what truly matters, not the events themselves. It's about reclaiming your inner power and refusing to let others dictate your emotional state. Imagine you're receiving harsh criticism from a trusted friend. Your initial reaction might be hurt and betrayal, but Stoicism offers a different perspective. Instead of letting these feelings dominate, recognize that the power to let this criticism affect you lies entirely within you. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means that even if someone's words sting, it's your choice how to interpret and respond to them. You have the freedom to choose your response. You can let it hurt you, or you can see it as a moment to practice patience and understanding. Consider this: when you face criticism or hurt, remind yourself that your reaction is within your control. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions, but acknowledging them and deciding not to be ruled by them. It's about seeking inner strength and peace, knowing that external events don't define your worth. Think of forgiveness, a key aspect of this principle. Just as Jesus forgave those who harmed him, we are called to practice forgiveness. This doesn't just alleviate your burdens, but also opens the door to reconciliation and love. It's a powerful way to maintain your inner peace and show true strength. Imagine a situation at work where a colleague harshly criticizes your project. Instead of feeling demoralized, you take a deep breath and reflect. You recognize that their words are their perspective and choose not to let them undermine your confidence. You use the feedback constructively, demonstrating resilience and a commitment to growth. By adopting this Stoic mindset, you transform how you interact with the world. You become less reactive and more reflective. When faced with hurtful words or actions, you pause and consider how you want to respond. This deliberate approach helps you maintain control over your emotions and actions. Epictetus's teachings remind us that true power comes from within. When you choose how to react, you reclaim your emotional sovereignty. This principle encourages you to live with a calm and steady heart, unshaken by external turbulence. So next time someone's words or actions threaten to hurt you, remember that you hold the power. Reflect on your values and choose a response that aligns with your inner strength and peace. This Stoic principle helps you navigate life's challenges with dignity and grace, turning potential wounds into opportunities for growth and resilience. Number 8, repressing your actions. Imagine you're in an important meeting and a colleague suddenly criticizes your idea harshly. Your initial reaction might be anger or defensiveness, but Stoicism teaches us to pause and choose our response deliberately. Instead of letting emotions take over, you take a deep breath and consider the situation calmly. Epictetus believed that exercising self-restraint is a form of autonomy and inner peace. It's not about suppressing all actions, but about acting thoughtfully and rationally. In the meeting scenario, you might choose to respond with a measured, constructive comment, turning a potential conflict into a productive discussion. Think of self-restraint as a muscle that needs regular exercise. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. Start with small, daily challenges. When you feel a surge of emotion, whether it's anger, frustration, or excitement, pause and give yourself a moment to think before acting. This simple practice can transform your interactions and decisions. Consider the story of a skilled chess player. They don't make moves impulsively. They think several steps ahead, considering the potential outcomes. Similarly, by practicing self-restraint, you become like a strategic player in the game of life, making thoughtful decisions that lead to better outcomes. Stoicism teaches us that true freedom comes from within. When you control your actions and reactions, you are not a slave to your impulses. This inner discipline allows you to navigate life's challenges with clarity and composure. Imagine another scenario. You're driving and someone cuts you off. Your initial reaction might be to honk angrily or shout. But by practicing self-restraint, you pause and choose not to escalate the situation. Instead, you let it go and continue your journey peacefully. This choice not only keeps you calm, but also prevents unnecessary stress. Applying this Stoic principle in everyday life helps you build a reputation of being calm, collected, and wise. People around you will notice your ability to handle situations with grace, and you'll inspire them to practice self-restraint as well. If you face a situation that triggers an emotional response, remember to pause, reflect on the potential consequences, and choose your actions wisely. This practice of self-restraint is a cornerstone of Stoicism, helping you maintain inner peace and make better decisions. Embrace this principle, and you'll find that you become more resilient and composed. By anchoring yourself in Stoic wisdom, you'll navigate life's ups and downs with a steady heart and a clear mind. This inner strength will not only improve your own life, but also positively influence those around you, creating a ripple effect of calm and rationality. Number 9. The power of acceptance, a cornerstone of Stoicism that can profoundly change how we handle life's challenges. Epictetus, a key Stoic philosopher, taught that accepting reality as it is, rather than how we wish it to be, is essential for inner peace. Imagine you're on a long journey and suddenly realize you're lost. The initial reaction might be anger, frustration, or anxiety. But what if you could calmly accept the situation and then focus on finding a solution? This shift in perspective is what Stoicism advocates. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. It's about acknowledging the reality of a situation without letting negative emotions take control. By accepting what you cannot change, you free up mental and emotional energy to focus on what you can change. Picture this: you've planned an outdoor event, and on the day, it starts to rain. Instead of feeling defeated, you accept the situation and adapt, maybe moving the event indoors or providing rain gear for guests. This flexibility and calmness come from accepting reality and responding constructively. Stoicism teaches us that every event, good or bad, is an opportunity for growth. When you accept life's ups and downs, you become resilient. You're not thrown off course by unexpected challenges. Instead, you learn and adapt. Consider a personal setback like losing a job. It's natural to feel upset, but acceptance allows you to move forward. By acknowledging the situation, you can start exploring new opportunities, maybe even finding a career path that better aligns with your passions and skills. This proactive approach is rooted in Stoic wisdom. Here are 5 ways to practice acceptance in your daily life. 1. Recognize and accept emotions. When facing difficulties, take a moment to acknowledge your feelings. Accepting emotions like anger, sadness, or fear is the first step in managing them. 2. Understand and analyze. Try to understand the root of the problem. What aspects can you control? What must you accept as they are? 3. Redirect energy. Instead of focusing on what you can't change, direct your energy toward positive actions you can take. 4. Seek meaning and learn. Every challenge is a learning opportunity. Reflect on what you can learn from each situation and use it to grow. 5. Practice gratitude. Even in tough times, there's always something to be grateful for. Focusing on gratitude helps maintain a positive outlook and inner peace. By embracing the power of acceptance, you transform how you approach life. You become more adaptable, resilient, and peaceful. Stoicism teaches that happiness comes from within, not from controlling external circumstances, but from mastering your reactions to them. Number 10, living according to nature. A fundamental concept in Stoicism that can lead to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized that true happiness and meaning come from living in harmony with nature, both the external world and our inner nature. Imagine you're hiking in a beautiful forest. You see the trees, the animals, and the flowing river, each playing its part perfectly within the ecosystem. Everything is in balance, and there's a sense of peace that comes from being in tune with this natural order. Stoicism teaches us to apply this same principle to our lives by understanding and accepting our place in the world. Living according to nature means recognizing that we are part of a larger whole and that everything happens for a reason. This doesn't mean we should passively accept everything that comes our way, but rather understand and embrace the natural flow of life. When we align our actions with the natural order, we find greater peace and fulfillment. Think about your daily routine. Are you living in a way that honors your true self, or are you constantly fighting against the current? For example, if you value health, are you eating well and exercising regularly, or are you neglecting these aspects because of external pressures? Living according to nature means making choices that are true to your values and well-being. Consider how you react to challenges. Instead of resisting or resenting them, see them as part of the natural order. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow and learn. When you face difficulties with acceptance and understanding, you flow with the current of life rather than against it. Imagine a river flowing smoothly over rocks and around bends. It doesn't fight the obstacles in its path. It adapts and continues its journey. By living according to nature, you become like that river, moving gracefully through life's challenges. Here are 5 ways to practice living according to nature. 1. Understand your true essence. Reflect on what truly matters to you. What are your core values and principles? Align your actions with these values. 2. Accept the natural flow of life. Recognize that everything happens for a reason. Accept challenges as opportunities for growth rather than disruptions. 3. Live in harmony with the environment. Take care of your physical and mental health. Make choices that support your well-being and the well-being of those around you. 4. Seek balance and moderation. Avoid extremes. Find a balance in your work, relationships, and personal pursuits. Moderation is key to a harmonious life. 5. Practice gratitude and mindfulness. Appreciate the simple things in life. Be mindful of the present moment and find joy in everyday experiences. By embracing this Stoic principle, you'll find that life becomes more fulfilling and less stressful. You'll navigate challenges with grace and find peace in the natural flow of life. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from within, from living in alignment with our nature and the world around us. As we conclude our journey through these 10 transformative Stoic principles, remember this: True strength and serenity come from within. By embracing these timeless teachings, you can navigate life's storms with grace and unwavering resolve. Each principle is a step towards a more peaceful, resilient, and fulfilled existence. Thank you for joining us today. If you found these insights valuable, continue your exploration by watching the playlist on your screen now. Let these Stoic wisdoms guide you to inner peace and unshakable strength. Remember, the journey of self-improvement never ends, and each day offers a new opportunity to become the best version of yourself.